Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. Today was a game. It used to be the battle of the wooden spoon. Now is the battle of the top of the table. RCB versus Delhi Capitals. Will be reviewing the game today, and I have with me as usual my co-host Mr. Abraziz. You got the prediction spot on, man.
Yeah. I was happy with that. I expected this to go exactly how it did today. So it was one of those rare ones that I get right sometimes.
Yeah, a comprehensive win for Delhi. Started off with Prithvi Shaw, like you said, you wanted to watch him, and he gave that start. He's being very consistent in giving those starts. And then it was that boy who used to play for RCB, Stoinis. I don't know what it is, man. When they're playing for RCB, they don't perform. Soon as they go to another team, they perform against RCB. So I mean, he finished it off with the bat. Good partnership with Rishabh Pant, and then Rabada with the ball, excellent. Him and Nokia, I think, are probably the best death bowlers right now in the tournament. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you mentioned all the important points over there, like Prithvi Shaw with the start, Stoinis with the finish, and then Rabada and Autir, and then even the likes of Akshar Patel
Hmm.
having a good game. Ashwin kind of after getting a little bit of a beating last game, kind of coming back. Almost Mankad also. The very important moment where he kind of gave him a very weird look. I mean, I think he was it was. Only because Ricky Ponting mentioned it. If he was the guy running the show, he'd probably have uncredited him. But
He got into his head, Ricky Ponting. Otherwise,
yeah,
it was done.
but he was so mad. He looked at him and he was like, "Yo, bro, you do that again, I'm gonna definitely make that happen." So just general like an overall complete performance for Delhi. A lot of they take a lot of confidence from this game. I think it was complete performance, composed in the batting department, the bowling department, and the fielding also was spot on. Uh, Hats off to them. I mean, a very good win for them for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And RCB, they struggled with the ball a bit. It was a okay performance, but death bowling again leaked some runs. Even in the power play, they leaked a lot of runs, but it was their batting which disappointed because 190 was still on the cards. We saw the Chennai chase 170 odd with 10 wickets yesterday on the same ground.
Yeah.
So the chase was on, but AB and Finch got out early, and Virat Kohli just I think he didn't have the support, but his strike rate was pretty low, and pressure got to him. So your thoughts on the RCB performance, particularly their batting?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they just they weren't in the chase at all. They lost a couple of early wickets. Padikkal went early, and then you'd think that Finch would get a chance because he dropped twice. I mean, difficult chances. One was a sitter into Rabada. Honestly, like it was quite easy. I don't know how it missed it. And then a slightly difficult one to Iyer, and then that Mankad situation. And
I thought it was
you
Finch's day today.
and that's exactly we discussed that too. Without Finch's day, but then he gets out to a pretty good ball. Actually, it was a nice little bit of turn and a perfect delivery by Akshar Patel. So well done to Akshar Patel to get him out. But yeah, uh, Bangalore just didn't look like they were in the chase at all. And Virat, even though he was there, but he was hardly striking at 100 and 110. So that wasn't what was needed. Like run chase when you need 200 runs, it was very hard to do that. So I mean, unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? Bangalore, they just need to like, you know what? Okay, this is a one game, brush it off. They've been okay. Just try to like work. Maybe get Chris Morrison. I believe he's almost ready. So maybe get him in and get ready with that team. But it's just a matter of time before that death bowling kind of maybe Morris comes in and changes it. But that is an issue that continues to be an issue. Batting, yes, they had an off day, but I don't think they have to worry too much about it. Just they can move on from this and just look at the next game now.
Yeah, I think Saini also had a poor game that probably did not help them because he's been good at the death, but he leaked a lot of runs today. That incident with Stoinis, he bowled that no ball, and then from there, Stoinis just was on fire. Chahal dropped a catch. I think that was also a turning point. But your thoughts on Marcus Stoinis? Like, he didn't perform for RCB, but right now he looks on fire. Whenever he gets the opportunity, he's finishing games. So very crucial, right? Because even like they have a crazy top order, but when it doesn't perform like today, like I mean, they got out early a bit. He comes in and he smashes it.
Absolutely. He's been incredible for DC. He has a couple of half centuries now, I think, and kind of he really needed to go in this game because that could have been the difference between let's say a 160, 170 to a 190 score that they eventually reached to. So incredible batting. I mean, you always knew he had the talent, and he's consistently performing now with the bat, with the ball as well. Sometimes whenever called upon. So I mean, hats off. Well done to him, and more power to him.
Definitely. And your player of the match. There's so
Um,
many. Just to give you, to confuse you a bit, Akshar Patel got man of the match.
yeah, I know. I saw the post match. So, yeah, I think I have to give it to Stoinis. I think he was a reason the momentum shifted in their way, because they pulled it back pretty well after the first 6 overs. They pulled it back pretty well in terms of Iyer and Dhawan getting out, and then Punt kind of just starting off. I think Stoinis really shifted the momentum in their favor, and Rabada too, man. I mean, come on, like, yes, he got a couple of wickets in the end, but he really. Uh, he's always getting those wickets, and but I'd give it to Stoinis. I
Give it
think
to
Stoinis, Rabada, and Akshar, I think equally deserved it, but I give it to Stoinis.
They're showing if you have a quality fast bowlers, it is conducive these pitches. Like yes, Rabada is world class, probably the best bowler right now going
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
But Nokia as well showing that if you have pace, you can still trouble batsmen.
absolutely.
And both of them at the death have been unbelievable. The way they use the slower ball as well, they're
Yeah.
deceiving batsmen left, right, and center.
Absolutely, they've been immense for this team, and that I think slowly but surely, I think Delhi is now starting to look like the favorites. They've got themselves accustomed to the conditions quite nicely. They've figured out what they need to do. They have a batting lineup that's solid. They have bowling that's working, because they have that extra to have the likes of Rabada and Ashwin in that kind of experience, and then you have the likes of Akshar and Notie kind of just really chipping in with the wickets every now and again. It's just fabulous. I mean, it's nice to see such a well balanced side. I think the most balanced side, I would say, right now. I don't think they have a weakness per se. Just maybe that fifth bowler, and they've been chopping and changing. They've been trying. They've tried a couple of people. They've tried Avesh Khan. They've tried Harshal Patel. They've tried Ishant. Though
Harshal
that's the
Patel
only
was
thing that
decent in Sharjah, I felt, in the last
today
game.
he got beat though a little
Yeah,
bit. So
but
that was
today
a
he
little
got
bit
hit. Yeah,
surprising. Yeah.
yeah,
So they've been. That's the probably the only small issue, and maybe the form of Hetmeyer. I think that's another small issue that they have over there. And
yeah.
if I'm being too critical, Dhawan maybe not giving them more explosive starts, but I think he's doing a good role in anchoring uh,
Yeah, it'll be
that
very
second
important
middle
as the
order.
tournament goes on. Him or Rahane would need to be in the team just to anchor.
Yeah, I think that they've been doing that. I think he's doing that well. So I think just a couple of small issues for them, but they look like the most complete solid side as of right now. I think slowly, but surely, making their way up to the playoff side quite easily. I think now. I think they'll
Yeah.
make the playoffs now.
Yeah, I had them top of the table for me, but I was just worried how they're gonna play like in on the slower pitches. But like their batsmen are doing fine. Even Rishabh Pant showing a lot of responsibility. He's not going from the first ball, so I think they're maturing as batsmen as well. So that helps a lot.
Absolutely. I think that's exactly what it is. I mean, because I didn't expect them to do that. I didn't have them in my top four, but they've done that very, very well. And the bowling has come to the party, so
Bowling,
it's
yeah,
really helped. Bowling is what has actually been absolutely spot on for them. So that's really helped them. So I think that's exactly why they've been performing well. So
yeah. And
I think
bowlers win
Delhi
you
looks favorites
tournaments.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, right now they look. You never know, but
Yeah,
they
of
lost
course.
to Sunrisers,
As of
but
as of right now.
yeah, they lost to Sunrisers. I think that's their only weakness right now. But apart from that, it's
They
been
have to play
great.
one more game to them again. So there's another
Yeah.
loss over there, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And then I think we wrapped up this game. Moving on to tomorrow's game, the Mumbai Indians versus the Rajasthan Royals in Abu Dhabi. Your initial thoughts for this game?
So I think I'm going to go with an unpopular opinion. I think Bombay is looking very, very strong. Mumbai Indians are looking pretty strong, but I have a feeling that Rajasthan they won two in Sharjah. They've kind of tapered off since. But the big man Ben Stokes is in town. I don't know if he's going to play tomorrow because he might have to quarantine
Yeah,
for a
he
bit.
might not be
But
available, but he's there.
his impact will lift this team, I think. But I just feel like Rajasthan is a better side than they showed in the past two games. I think Steve Smith will really, wrap his head around what needs to be done and go out there and do what is needed. I think, and this is a team that's only going to improve. I think they'd learn from their mistakes. I think they'll do well tomorrow.
So you're going with Rajasthan win. I think uh,
Unpopular opinion, I think.
yeah, I want Rajasthan to win. I think they need to bounce back, and this is the game to bounce back by beating Mumbai Indians. But at the same time, I think this kind of surface does help Mumbai. They've played there quite a bit, and Rohit
Yeah,
Sharma likes playing at Abu Dhabi,
yeah,
so his role will be very important. And then the Pollard and Pandya have showed that they can clear the boundary there as well. It doesn't matter where they're playing. So
absolutely.
those three will be key. But at the same time, the spinners, it'll be, I think, Shreyas Gopal versus Chahat.
Rahachar,
Yeah, I think that will be a interesting matchup to watch out for. Whoever wins that battle, I think, will it'll tilt they'll tilt the match to their
their
side's
favor.
favor.
Yep.
Yeah, but apart from that. Yeah, Steve Smith's form is that a bit worrying for you? The way, not his form, but the way he's batting has been a bit unconventional in the last two games.
I think so, and I think he's a smart batsman. I think he'll understand that. I think he tried too hard, going for it like all guns blazing. He doesn't need to do that. I think Butler can does that pretty well. He should continue to do that. I think Steve Smith can take a couple of overs to just get himself in, because he's a class act. I mean, once he's in, once he figures out the pace of the pitch, he can really uh, hit them in any ground, and it's always going to go a long distance. So I'm sure he was trying too hard. I think he'd understand that. I think he's very close to a nice little big innings, I think.
Yeah, and another key battle, Jofra Archer versus Pollard. That will be crazy. Um,
That's exactly why I think that this middle order will struggle, because they against Sunrisers they didn't see that kind of quality fast bowling that
yeah.
could have troubled them, and that's kind of why they went ahead and were able to score those 15-20 extra runs, because they were able to hit call like that. But I think this middle order will struggle against a good couple of good Yorkers by Jofra Archer, and if they can keep 2 or 3 overs in the second half of that their bowling innings, I think they have a good chance of taking a couple of wickets over there,
Yeah, so
because these guys are just going to go for it all day, of like they just have to go for it and try to increase that run rate,
yeah,
right? So that's kind of what they'll try to do, but that's what I feel will happen. I think
yeah,
that Jofra will be immense for them.
yeah. He's been in form as well, so it won't be easy to hit him. So your players to watch out for from each team, Mumbai Indians.
um Rohit Sharma, I think
Okay.
I want to see him. He disappointed. I mean, he didn't get off in the last game, so I think he'd want to go ahead and really take that mantle of getting those runs at the top for Mumbai. And Jofra Archer for Rajasthan. I just mentioned it. I think he's
Yeah.
going to be the key player. He's been an immense form. He's been absolutely bowling it at 150, 152 consistently. So that kind of fast bowling will always help. And a couple of Yorkers just to York out Pollard and Hardik Pandya. I just feel like both of them will fail tomorrow.
Oh
And Pollard
wow,
win
big
again.
call, big call. No, but the thing is, it's not a baseless opinion. It's you have a lot of good points there, like backing it. Like Archer, I think he's had a good tournament. So like, yeah, Mumbai Indians do look favorites, but I think you've made some very valid points. It could go either way tomorrow,
Absolutely, yeah. And
but
that's
yeah,
how the tournament has been, right? It's just been roller coaster so far. I mean, yes, Delhi is now starting to slowly look like favorites, but they might lose three or four in a row, and then suddenly everyone else is kind of catching up, or even ahead of them. So it's the nature of the tournament. That's why it's the best tournament in the world.
yeah, definitely. Any last thoughts for tomorrow's game or
No, I
anything
think I think
about
it's
the
going to be
IPL?
a cracker. Just looking forward to it.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure to talk to you. I'll
Yep,
see you tomorrow after the game.
yep. As always, thank you.
Care.